Welcome back to my channel. Greetings, everyone. This is Q, man. I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Thursday. It's currently 70 degrees, and today we're going to experience a high of like 82. It's going to be sunny. It's been raining the past couple of days, guys, but it's still paradise, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I get a lot of emails and I get a lot of inquiries. People say they're moving here to Boca Chica, Puerto Plata, Sosua, wherever they're going. And they ask a lot of questions, and that's good. That's why I try to make videos to answer a lot of your questions. So I'm encouraging you guys to stroll through my channel, look at the topics, and I'm already answering some of your questions. Now, I'm listening I'm listening really well, guys. People say I'm moving there. They've never been here. People say they're moving here and they've been here a couple of times. And I'm not just talking about Boca Chica or any part of the country. Anywhere you're going, guys, I wouldn't recommend moving there because you visited. I wouldn't recommend moving somewhere until you really put some boots on the ground, guys. Now, that's a term I picked up in the military. Boots on the ground, guys, isn't just going to the beach and hanging out and visiting, okay? Boots on the ground mean you went there to investigate, okay? You looked at the various banks, found out what the requirements were. You looked at the neighborhoods. You looked at apartments. You found out how much a furnished apartment costs, how much an unfurnished apartment costs. You ask the landlord what you would be responsible for paying. Do I have to pay for my propane? Do I have to pay for electricity, or is it included in my rent? Guys, you have to do that. You have to see, is there a grocery store in your community where you're going to be living? How far it is? Will you have transportation? Because guys, I see a whole lot of people who have moved to like places like Africa, in communities where there's no grocery store. They have to go to an outside market and bid and debate and haggle over things they need. If you're not used to doing that, that's going to be something very, very new to you. Even here where I am, guys, I'm in the DR. It's a Spanish speaking country. The items in the grocery store are in Spanish. Guys, there's like in the milk section, I don't drink milk, but in the milk section, guys, there's about 20 different milks in Spanish. Most things you can look at it and see what it is, but there's several items, guys, there's in Spanish. So you gotta make a grocery list, you gotta convert it into Spanish, and then you gotta go search for those items. All right. Wherever you're thinking about living, you have to go and sit outside that place at night. See how noisy it is. See how much traffic it is, guys. Guys, you got to put boots on the ground. You can watch all the videos you want. You can ask all the questions you want, but you got to put your boots on the ground. This is your life, okay? This is your life. So, guys, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from asking me any questions. I'm never going to charge anybody. I'm never going to ask anybody for any money. I'm trying to give you these videos for a reason so that you can come here, put your boots on the ground, and do your investigation, guys. You got to do your investigation. And then you decide, am I willing to do it or not, guys? You have to decide. Also, guys, a place like here, especially if you don't speak Spanish, you got to find you a personal assistant. I have a personal assistant, man. She's fluent in English and Spanish. She has helped me out a million different ways. You need an advocate. I don't care if you go to Africa, Colombia, wherever you go, you need somebody to help you maneuver through things. Now, one great thing about putting your boots on the ground, you're going to meet other expats in that country, other Americans who have moved there and transitioned there. That's another reason you got to come and put boots on the ground. You got to link up with these people. Okay. You got to link up with these people because guess what? There's a group of them who've been there for years. They'll tell you where to go. Like here and in most cities in the DR, there is a veteran community, guys. They have doctors in this area who have a relationship with the VA in the United States. They will treat you for your stuff and build a VA. So, guys, you got to put your boots on the ground. Do your research for your trip. Make your list. Guys, there's nothing wrong with taking out a pad, putting all your questions down. And when you come here, get an answer to everything, every question you have, guys. But I can't tell you how important it is to put boots on the ground. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, guys, researching other countries, where to go, what to see. Because even though I plan on living here, I want to travel some other places, guys. And it is so sad that how many people have went to Africa and they're miserable and they're sad. And one thing about Africa, guys, that's a long distance away from the United States. It takes you a day to get there. It's very expensive. So if you want to go there without doing research and putting your boots on the ground and then finding out everything that you're not used to and unhappy with and willing to adjust to, guys, you spent unnecessary money. Now, guys, I know that some people want to relocate from the United States for financial reasons, guys. Okay, understand that. And you may not be able to afford to close out where you live, make a trip here to investigate, go home, and then come back later. You may have enough money to come now, okay? And keep in mind to get an apartment, you're gonna have to pay a minimum of the first month rent and at least 2 months security deposit. So I know if you're on a fixed income and you have limited funds, guys, it may be difficult for you to put boots on the ground, guys. That may be tough, but guys, if you can, you've got to put boots on the ground. I cannot tell you how important it is. I cannot tell you how important it is. I put boots on the ground before I came here. I looked into everything. And even though I did that, guys, it didn't go right because the apartment I acquired online before I got here, first of all, when I put my boots on the ground, it didn't look how it looked online. The pictures he sent me were old from when the property was probably first built. It was still livable, it was still nice, but it didn't look how it looked in the pictures he sent me. And then he quoted me $600 a month for the rent. But when I got here, he changed the price to $1,000 a month. Okay. The rent did not go up. What he did was he probably had a friend or someone else that he wanted to rent the property to, and he changed his mind. So, guys, I ended up staying in the hotel for another, I stayed in the hotel for a total of 38 days. You have to have a plan for that. If you come here with just enough money to do what you need to do, there may be some things that happen unexpectedly that you didn't know was going to happen. So you got to come with enough money. And if you don't put boots on the ground, guys, you're gonna have some headaches. Okay, you are gonna have some headaches. Even though I did all that planning, I did all that research, guys, Now, how I end up finding my apartment, I just walk every day, all through the neighborhoods, looking at apartments. And it took a minute. You're not going to find an apartment in a week. You can. The things I was finding were a little bit below my standards, but you can find something furnished for $400 a month. Okay. You're not going to be living like me, but it's a good place to stay. It's safe, it's clean, but I'm just a little bit, my standards are just a little bit higher. But guys, you can come here and find something for $400 a month. Okay. And guys, I can't stress how important it is to find a advocate, a personal assistant that speaks English who can help you. I can't tell you how many times my friend has helped me. And of course, guys, when she first started helping me, guys, she wouldn't take a dime from me. But because of the economy, she has a job, she works. But when she does things for me, I help her out. If she ever calls me and say, hey, I get paid on such and such time, I need some food for the kids, guess what I do? I help her out. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna put on my spectacles and go into the live feed. I want to thank everybody who's watching. I want to thank everybody who's in the live feed. And guys, before you get out of here, please check the like button for me, guys. It really helps out my analytics. Penny stock investor. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir, to you. Oh man, I mess up your name every time. Traveling things with Profi. I got you. What up, Q? What's going on? He says, I agree. You definitely need boots on the ground. You got to have boots on the ground, guys. If you only come here to vacation and don't explore nothing and then say, I'm going to go back there to live, you go run into some stuff you didn't expect. Okay. You go run into some stuff that you did not expect. Okay. Traveling Things also says, I recommend having a trusted local assist you through the transition process. Once they hear English or that American accent, prices go up. I hear a lot of people say that, guys. And so in like major stores, like where I bought my TV, the problem in my furniture, I bought my furniture at a IKEA, and I bought my TV at a place like Best Buy here. It's not Best Buy, but it's something like that. In places like that, you're not going to get a different price. What's going to happen is it's not like just going into the place and making a purchase. You got to go into the place, make the purchase, and they have several layers of security. They got to bring the TV out. Then you got to take the TV here. You got to take the TV there. Then you got to go. If you don't have a way to take the stuff you're purchasing with you, if you want to have it delivered, then you got to go over there to set up delivery. Once again, if you can't speak Spanish, if you don't have somebody with you who's going to navigate that process, when I purchased my washer and dryer, I didn't have anyone I didn't have anyone with me. I went there, I navigated through it, and I made a bad deal. I took my landlord back to that place with me. He doesn't speak English. He speaks Spanish and Italian. He's Italian. He changed it, he worked it out, and he fixed it. They were going to deliver my washer and dryer in 5 days. He said no. They followed us with the that's what they were going to do to me because I couldn't speak Spanish and navigate and negotiate. But he got it delivered today. Now, if you go to make purchases in your community that's mom and pop, will you run into some people charging you higher prices? Yes. Every place you go, people selling stuff. They're gonna start out at this price. If you pay it, you pay it. But if you haggle and talk to them and negotiate, give them a price. If you say no, if they say no, you say no. And if the price was right, they go walk off and they go come back and say, okay, I'll take that. Like, so you got to have a personal assistant. You got to have someone to help you out. You got to have someone to help you out. Okay. You got to have someone say, hey, should I go to this place? Should I go to this place? They'll say no, and they'll tell you why. Okay. So we're at almost 16 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for your continued support in the live chat. Guys, I don't make these videos to be seen because I like to talk. I make these videos to help you. Okay, so once again, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet, just keep coming back. You will soon. And guys, I hope everyone has a fine Thursday.